Wondering, I was like, why is the chat so silent? Well, it turns out sometimes you don't actually press the start stream button. But we are here. Y'all missed round of one. Hold on, professional streamer here. Hang tight. Hunter Spitter Jockey Charge. There it is again. The hunt catch into the charge. Goodbye. Right on time. Good night. And that is going to be Sism going down. So welcome to the Amateur Cup Invitational 2. Yes, the rumors are true. I did not press the start stream button, but we do start off the stream with a bang nonetheless. As you can see, Midnight was able to get more bonus than distance on the chapter. Yes, Wolfie, I neglected to press that start stream button. I was wondering why the clip didn't record. In goes the smoke with the hunt. Charge off by the side. He's going to be walking it in. Lands with the wall. Honestly, unfortunate that y'all missed that first round for Midnight because they had a beautiful survivor side with a little bit of a wobbly tank, but otherwise a sick round for them. And they follow it up with an instant kill.
That was the craziest way to start off a round.
Okay, so one last hit here before the tank rolls it in. I will say Midnight team has been kind of chilling after they got that instant death. But regardless, Jockey, Hunter, and the smoke.
Is that a wipe? No, that's not a wipe.
It's quite close. The Jockey picks it back up. He can't get cleared with the smoke. Oh, man. Fernan's drops way down.
This is looking disastrous right now, especially after that death charge. We now have Dakota with the tank. The SI support is still going to be coming up soon. They have to commit the pills if they want to keep this intact. I don't know if they're going to be coming out of this alive with this.
Right.
Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Anything can change. They're focusing on the cars. Single boom goes out onto IHS. Tanks going in. Fernand's did commit the pills. Hunter going out. Hunter lands on to Paulo. Charger misses. Down goes on to Fernand, and I think that might be all she wrote. Is they're swarming. Yep, that is going to be the wipe. My lord, that was crazy.
All right, and that is going to be the round. I mean, never too advised to play with that car for too long, but honestly, with the amount of damage they had already done, it didn't really matter, and we are going to watch it back. Now, I've got some messages in the chat requesting it louder. Guys, once again, they want you louder. We can try to turn it up. Yes.
If I turn this up any louder, there's going to be a lot of feedback. I hope you know that.
Okay, I will do it. I'll try to do it on my end and turn the in-game sound down. We'll try to do that. A little finagling here. In the meantime, welcome in Neo, welcome in Yesio as well. You are tuned into Midnight versus Rapstars. Now, again, I can't help but say it again because it's literally never happened to me before, but I did not press the start stream button for the first round, so y'all actually missed that very first round, but I can assure you that it was a very solid one for Midnight. They are getting off to a great start. This relatively unknown team, I don't know if y'all knew, this is actually a Brazilian team for the most part, Midnight is. And we haven't heard too much about Midnight, about Brazil in general in competitive Left 4 Dead 2. So it is really cool to see a Brazilian team out here representing.
We'll just label your you'll just label the non-start on the stream. We'll just label that technical difficulties.
Yeah, just technical difficulties. I don't know. My internet was going crazy. I don't know. Something happened. But yes,
that web kind of neutered the game. Yeah, we're not going to talk about that.
I don't know what I did clipping the tank on that round that y'all actually got to see on the stream, because what y'all really wanted to see was the death charge as well. Yeah, the round started off with a death charge. It was the exact same thing. I don't know if you noticed. It was pretty much the exact same thing at the exact same spot. But hold on.
Ooh, Dakota. Uh-oh. Might have a problem, Houston.
I am going to go ahead and record this player to make sure that that Steam ID is correct and they are on the roster, but apparently this player is on the roster. So we will be good to go. Let's get back into the action here. We see the boom hopping through, stumbles the hunter, and so unfortunately he won't be able to get the hunt spit, but hold on, he goes for the survivors in the safe room. I would have loved to see him try to go on Lopez there. But regardless, it is what it is. Still going to be a decent hit out the gate for Rapstars. Tank is 64%, so they got another couple of opportunities to get that bonus down and to get, more importantly, those health bars down.
A little bit of a misplay by the hunter right there, but for right now, I think there's just a good amount of damage mitigation coming out from Team Midnight's Charger going in. Charger whiff, Smoker gets the pull. Spitter tries to go on. Charger does get a few punches out onto Dakota. A little bit more chip, but these hits got to start landing for Rapstars. They want to win this one.
I mean, it didn't seem like it was landing, to be honest, but it somehow still managed to find some good damage. That charge looked like it was right on point. Hold on.
Hopefully a few more opportunities to deal more damage. There is no witch, so we don't really have that kind of X factor going into this.
Right.
I already know that. So it's literally just a lot of elbow grease that needs to come out from Rapstars. Hunter spawn up. Smoker going in, gets the pull onto Nick. Hunter lands onto Rochelle. Good amount of damage. Double boom going out. This is what we've been looking to see from Rapstars. Definitely improving off of the last hit.
All right, and finding another incremental increase on the damage done. But we've got this tank for Fernand's wide out in the open. He's going to get chipped right on spawn. Love the aggression by Midnight. They had a game plan going into that, but Lopez is going very deep with it. Smoke spawns in the side room, gets a pull. Coach will be able to clear that. Charge drops in, same time as the Hunter. Not going to be able to land that rock, although that was actually an insanely good setup from the SIs. It just, the rock wasn't quite at the right spot. So Fernand's is going to be continuing to chill, continuing to toss rocks for the moment. They land that one.
Nah, that was crazy. You sure that tank isn't armed with a sniper up there?
Survivors will eventually LOS this. Beautiful boom ghost hop, locking in the double with the jockey on the head. Smoke pull off to the side, rock coming out. Should be able to get the rock skeet. Going to be a tough one to land even if they don't skeet it. And there it is.
It's a good amount of chip that they have, but second pass is going to be pulling up soon for Fernand, as he might have to make this commit soon. Fernand is can only do so much from that distance. I think Fernand can actually reposition from here if he really wanted to. They're not in line of sight on him. He has to commit now. There's no other option. I think it's AI. No, it's not AI.
Wow. All right. Tank is going to go ahead and roll it up. Hunter lands, but he doesn't go for a rock. He just goes for another player. Charger ready to pick it up, and then he continues hitting. Let's turn around and cover for that charge. There he goes. Down goes Vorkis. The tank does eventually die. I'm sorry, the player does eventually, or whatever. The player goes down, but here goes Lopez trying to get some damage on Fernandez. He's half health right now. All he has to do is sit back and cover this downed Nicholas, throw some rocks on the players who try to get him up, and etc. Wait for his SIs to get back up, which is exactly what he's going to do. Although the jockey runs it in, I don't know if that's advised. Hunter Smoker just got up and ready to go, and now they're going to send it in. One on one side, one on the other. Hunter does catch, but Rowe is there ready for the clear. Lopez is now isolated, though. Smoke pickup, no. He'll get the clear on the smoke. And he does get the chase down on Lopez. Lopez goes ahead and pops his pills. They're trying to help him out, but he is cornered right there. Down he goes. 700 HP left on Fernandez as he once again tries to decommit. Second down with the tank so far. 300 HP as he tries to escape, and he will eventually go down.
This honestly, when I saw the pills were popped, I kind of figured there was gonna be like a similar trade because they went to go get the pickup on Forkis before, like when LPZ decided to isolate himself with the tank. There was literally no other option to kind of drag them away, to drag the tank away to get the pickup. But I think from this point onward, they just have to land the damage. Speaking of damage, separation downstairs.
Oh, it's as
Jo-
easy
that-
as that. Oh, look
Ooh.
at the smoke as well. Oh,
This was
man,
just what they needed.
guys. Yeah. It's such a snowball effect here at the stairwell. They left Lopez hanging for a while, too. We'll eventually get him up. And this should be a pretty easy sugarcane field lockdown, in my opinion, guys.
For sure.
So,
What I like is how this gives them more opportunity to get either another knock or hopefully an easy time through the Canefield. Charger misses actually for that one. I think that was most likely a sack. And there goes the boom, only onto Lugi. This is normally textbook stuff on the elevator hard rain section. But I wasn't paying attention to the sack order. I don't think this is going to be a quad.
it should be.
It
Yeah,
is.
it is. It is. I'm sure that they're just going to wait for this. I do want to see if they go for the charge shenanigans with the stumble. But Midnight is going to take this very slow, but I think they just wait. I mean, Midnight is like, if you want to hit here, fine, and we're just going to take it slow. But at the same time, they got two players bleeding out, so it's kind of like Rapstars is more than happy to take that.
They know they have it, so they have to wait. Either they wait it out or they just let it go. So the Canefield, I think this is worst case scenario for the Canefield, having a quad.
Yeah, for the survivors, yeah.
So I think I want to see how Midnight goes about this, because Midnight has definitely showed that they are definitely of a higher caliber team in this amateur cup. They see the hunter spawned up and the jockey spawned up in the background. They know this is a quad hit, so you're gonna be playing this very, very much slow. Hunter getting briefly chipped. Charger spawned up in the back. Smoker spawned up as well. They might be going in. I think it was mistimed. Hunter jumping around, making some noise. I think they're just whittling them down before they actually try to hit. They're all spawned up, though.
Keep moving, just head for the side.
Ooh, this is very dangerous. This is a game of chicken, in my opinion.
Yes. And every second that Midnight waits, again, they're just bleeding out here, making it so that the SIs literally just have to scratch them.
Wait, and now a horde. That's what they were waiting for. That's one. That's two. That's a wipe.
Oh,
No
way. They all go down just like that. Gonna go ahead and finish off the round. 529. Midnight. They had a good start on Chapter 1, but not able to see the walls of the safe room on Chapter 2. Let's go ahead and watch back this tank for a bit. As we saw him trying to play defensively on this down survivor, but as the SIs come in, Hunter on one side, Smoker on the other, he does just go ahead and isolate Lopez. Sick movement by Fernandes here, catches him off guard. Lopez tries to pop his pills to just stay one step ahead, but it's a little bit too late, and he ends up cornering himself, and that is going to be that.
Great play. The players improve as time goes on. I definitely love to see seeing the adaptations coming in from Rapstars, and now we get to see. We saw a death charge coming from Midnight on the first chapter.
Right.
Let's see what they have in store for the SI round. They sacked the boomer, I think.
Which was an interesting call. This does... initially, it would weaken up their hit. for this very first hit. But since Rapstars have just slowed it down and are clearing up commons, they've allowed him to get a smoker. So it's actually a big improvement. They are just going to go ahead and run it across now, but in drops a jockey. Smoker doesn't go from the typical side, but he still lands it. Hunt spit. Spitter gets a scratch there as well. Jockey not quite able to keep him in the spit, but it's still going to be a solid hit by Midnight all the same.
I honestly I saw that Hunter up in the sky. I was just like, oh, is it gonna be a DP? I honestly want to know if it was, but it ended up not hitting, and I think the jockey was confused about which one to go for because all of the other survivors that were capped were taken.
Right.
So a little confusion, but still got a bit of damage. Next time coming in, Hunter goes in, Charger whips. Spitter is a little too late, tries to go for a spit. I think would delay a little bit. Still taking a bit of spit damage, but I think for that space, there was it left a lot to be desired. I mean, though it was a small space, I'd say the tempo in terms of spawning was definitely not there. We have another attack booting up soon. It is a max separation with a boomer.
Okay. Ooh, wow. Oh my, they send that so aggressively. Not finding a whole lot for their efforts. Just going to be a very brief landing on that jockey. And, I mean, now it's like they can just drop in. They do get double boomed as they drop in, but that choke point's gone. And that was one of the stronger hits for Rapstars on their SI side.
That Charger was honestly pretty creative, but it kind of fell short because you're literally staring the survivors in the face.
Right.
It was essentially just like a little test, like,
yes,
are you prepared? Like, how good is your reaction?
Right.
I think now they have that. I think now they have that information. Smoker dragging Ellis in the back. Hunter landing. Gets the spit. That's a lot of separation.
Woo!
Never mind. Came out of nowhere. That's pretty good damage pre-tank as they're going in to try and chip. Yes, they are.
You do get a little bit.
It wasn't a degree of aggression from beforehand, but they tried to get as much damage they could. Now we have, I think, around similar health before on the opposite half before. But I think they're taking the same positions. The only thing is with Sism being in trying to LOS the tank.
Ooh.
I think what they could do better with I think what Rapstars is doing here is great. I think should try to cover a bit more ground. Don't want to give Vorkis an opportunity to reposition.
Right.
Speaking of repositioning, they're committing now. Vorkis is going in. They have Charger, Hunter, and Smoker in the back. Getting a lot of damage off towards the tank. Smoker tongue gets pretty clear. Charger whiffs. Corner goes onto Sism. Smoker lands again. Hunter, that's a double cap. While the tank is giving Sism a interesting ass whooping, if I do say so myself. And that is 1600 health tank. One down. I don't think they're going for the pickup. They are going for the pickup.
Wow.
I think this is a bait.
Huh? Okay.
They could have gone for it. I don't think Sism would have taken damage at that point from the rock.
Ooh.
He could have just kept doing. This is two opportunities that they could have done it for.
Oh.
I think that's why they're going for it. That's a single boom going out. I think Vorkis can't really commit too much because there's too much damage going out. There's a Hunter. Hunter whiffs. Nope, Hunter lands onto Furnace in the back. Gets the clear. But they're trying to keep as little damages on them as possible for the rest of this hit, and that's going to be a dead tank. That was a lot of unnecessary damage taken there. I have to say that.
Definitely. I also felt like Vorkis could have pulled the trigger at some point, maybe with the boom coming in, one survivor was completely wrapped around in the CIs. You know, even if the tank gets cleared, that's like 1,000 HP that Rapstars had to chew through, and they wouldn't have been looking at the targets like the Hunter or the Jockey. The Hunter had an amazing isolation catch as well. I would have liked to see the tank eventually go in there instead of just getting blasted out. Quad boom! The Charger will miss, but the Smoker pull down all the same in the spin as well. Wow.
They don't know he's pulled. They don't know he's pulled.
They don't know what to do.
He's dead.
He's dead. He is dead. And so at this point, this is certainly not the comeback that Rapstars was hoping for. What I predict is pretty much them going down through the sugarcane fields just the same as Midnight. In goes a cheeky little Jock. Not going to be able to find it. Boom on the backside finds Coach. And they are going to chill here for the time being. A lot of HB left, I will say.
Oh, that Hunter skill. Oh, that honestly was pretty funny, I gotta say. That was the funniest Hunter kill I saw all day. It's like, don't even care that he's there. Just turn around, boom, get out of here.
Right. So
this is going to be. What were you saying?
We do see. I mean, Rapstars could potentially preserve this HB through if they could get a really good clears through. But look at the aggression. Jockey on the head. Charge is waiting, trying to line up for an insta kill. Maybe I would have loved to see the damage just locked in there, especially when the Jockey was in there and landed. Spit comes out once again. Just gonna get a little bit of standing spit.
I think you have similar thought. Those insta kills are not something when you risk it, especially if there are like only 3 survivors left.
Yeah.
Just focus on the tri-cap, or at least the damage. So
yes.
You could just get. Ooh, that is. They could not shove him off. They could not shove him off. That was like the only option they had there.
And so we are looking at a 3-1 with Spit in the sugarcane fields, which I think is fine. It looks like they want to kill off the Spit, but I thought that was fine. But regardless, they want that 4th SI. This is going to buy Rapstar some time. Like, if they go, they could just get some more distance here. And maybe even get, you know, a survivor in the safe room with a little bit of HB. I might be getting ahead of myself, though, guys.
Although being low health right now kind of puts a little bit of a wrench in that plan, because they can't go through as fast as they would like to. But the fact that they have a quad in a field where they only need to land 3 is a major problem. Smoker lands. Hunter, Smoker breaks away. Hunter still going on. Charge goes into the front, getting a bit more bonus. That is going to be the wipe. But they tried to give them a bit more points before they go for the kill.
All right. So, again, Rapstar is going to lose the round. And that is going to be Midnight with double the score as we head into Chapter 3, which is, you know, essentially just a mirroring of Chapter 2. And if Midnight can mirror the same results that they just had, they're looking very, very promising going into Chapter 4. We'll just have to see.
I am happy that that Rapstars are keeping this close. But for right now, I think the lock-in mode is needed.
Absolutely. I will say, I thought the start to this tank, which is the replay we've been watching on the stream, I thought that was honestly a great start by Rapstars. So much pressure on that tank, but we do have to head straight into Chapter 3. Hunter, Smoker with the boom spit. Not the most terrorizing of beginnings here against Midnight. But regardless, they send it the smoke, dies off. Boom dies second, I do believe, before that Hunter got skeeted. Spit actually finds a little bit of standing spit. So they will be able to recomp a little bit off of what was otherwise a completely missed hit. But, I mean, Midnight team is just going to hold W and pretty much get all the way through the sugarcane fields. Maybe see a hit once they get through before they get into the lift. But look at that. Fernand's still trying to spawn in, and they are going to walk it in and get on the lift. Wow, Midnight making it in with only 1 hit. They barely took anything on that hit as well.
They must have somewhere they gotta be, because that's the only explanation on why they're speedrunning this round.
But they can't get too far ahead of themselves, guys, because we got that depth charge potential right ahead.
Oh, Fernand's got robbed there. There's no way in hell that boom did not land at all through like the vomit through the through the various holes in this door.
Yeah,
like,
right. Look at
exponentially
Midnight.
robbed.
They're down. They're through. A lot of the shenanigans gone. Jockey still lands on the head. Charger missing his jump, and he gets the follow-up into the wall. That is going to be some solid damage. Brings him down below 90% as they dangerously approach that tank. Going to be in the hands of Paloco.
Oh, no.
Hey, look out!
A quick moment here. I do want to say we got Mars in the chat. Welcome in. Dakota is not discreet unless discreet is a Brazilian man. This is Midnight, which is a Brazilian team, one of the few Brazilian teams we see in Comp L4D2, and they are putting on a show for us. They do land that boom, Rapstars does, as they try to bring it back from the tank. But honestly, not a lot of pressure from Rapstars, and Midnight is just going to be able to back it up to this wide open area once again.
I will say this is going to be an interesting tank fight, seeing as how it's the similar positioning, it's just reversed now. They're getting a good amount of chip, minor chip, but the fact that it's landing. For the SI support coming up, I think it might be a boom. I'm not sure. The fact that we're on second pass right now, and there's this Hunter Charger and Smoker. We're on second pass. I believe we're 65% in now. I think we're going to see a reposition, but taking about 1,000 before doing so. Now I think that's going to be the commit as Paulo goes in, missing the first punch, getting the corner onto Mugi. It's another hit Charger landing on the back onto, I believe that was Dakota, and I think this is going to be a dead tank before getting the knock onto Mugi. Trying to get a few more punches in, but I think that was trying to make the best of a situation where you couldn't really have line of sight or reposition because you're on the back foot in these scenarios as a tank. So
Yeah.
I wonder how when the roles are reversed. I wonder how Midnight Team's gonna handle that.
And you will notice, I believe Mugi popped those pills before he got downed as well. DB is at 60% already. And I do think that this is potentially a hole in the armor for Midnight Team. It was a beautiful way that the rock came out to finish off Mugi there. But, you know, one end cap, Midnight is going to be able to brush it off, and Rapstars is not done with their work yet. They've still got 610 bonus that they have to tear through. And half of the HB still alive. We see 2 sets of pills. Midnight should be able to continue speedrunning through this chapter, and they're getting dangerously close to the safe room.
I think they just want this chapter out the way. That's the only explanation I got for you. There is no other way, because now we have Spitter, Jockey, Hunter, and Charger. Charger whiffing, Spitter trying to land on something. Hunter lands for a brief moment. Jockey goes in, grabs Dakota, try to steer them into the spit, but to no avail. That is safe room. That is safe room with a 550 bonus.
Exactly. Again, they get more bonus than distance for a second chapter in our match so far. First chapter also able to get that same feat. As we watch back the tank, honestly, I'm just thinking about that final hit and how dangerous that hit really is, especially with the lineup that Rapstars had. I mean, right when they drop down, charge, spit, maybe get a collateral with the charge, have a jockey follow-up, keep him in the spit. Stuff like that, I feel like would have been so effective for Rapstars, but they just weren't ready for it, and Midnight Team, it gets bailed out essentially. Remember, there is an alternate path through there, and I was wondering if they take it just for the precaution's sake. But no, that was not the case. They just gunned it through, and it looked very clean. Quick clears. Dakota pulled into the spit by the jockey, but I mean, it was very minor damage. And we head into Rapstar's attempt at this same chapter.
Ooh, man.
Okay.
Another boomer sack.
Yes, interesting move by Midnight. You can see they want the quad for the sugarcane fields. They basically just continue to M2 away the spitter and eventually finish him off. And this allows Rapstars to gun it through and maybe not have that spitter up and ready to go. But there will still be a potential 3-cap in here. I don't know what they want to do, guys.
What's up with Midnight wanting to speedrun chapters now?
Right?
They do get the quad,
yeah.
but they're not going to land it.
Well, look at it.
Wait a minute.
Ooh.
I mean, I said something. They're gonna land something, but they're not landing the quad. That's for damn sure.
Sure, but still, the charge on one side, making it with some smackdowns and a smoke on the other side, isolation. Another beautiful hit by Midnight, especially in not the most desirable of scenarios. They just send it in and they land it, and now it looks like they'll have, you know, for example, the boom spit, be able to delay out the lift. It just depends on how Midnight wants to play this out.
Oh boy. Here we go. Fresh off the elevator, they're gonna go for the choke. Hunter goes in, lands onto Stinger for a brief moment. Trying to get through the choke. They can just rush through if they want to. Because they only have like one infector that can actually cap someone. Single boom landing, I believe it was a proxy. Jockey goes, we can just run through. Spitter running in the back.
Yeah.
Something.
They run the spit in. Oh my goodness, the charge and the death spit as well. Definitely not what Rapstars had planned for. But that is going to be a massive smack to the face of the remaining bonus. They dip down below 80%. Something I wanted to talk about, guys, was with this tank spawn, I think that spit could be a very valuable tool to enable a tank engage. It doesn't look like Midnight wanted to do that. In comes the potential DP. No, not from Mookie. But he is going to continue trying for it. He's getting shot out of the sky, 68 HP. And look, as we see the tank go to be brought in, if they could just spit right there, I think it could be very effective. We see the tank literally spawning right there. They use a jockey instead, and it's just as effective.
Boy.
But the question is Mookie going to send it? He's waiting. He waited just for a moment, and they get down. They're going to be able to back it up. Oh, man.
This honestly could have been worst case scenario for them, because if you pay attention to the side, they're running out of ammo. They were running out of ammo. If that tank push was there, that's the chapter. Because they would have had no more ammo to work with.
Right.
They would be separated. If they tried to go back for ammo, they would have been separated. That would have been chapter right there. It would have been great. That would have been another speedrun moment coming from Midnight.
These hunters just keep attempting the DPs out of Midnight. Look at how high up in the air Dakota is right now.
Oh boy. I think that's going to be the commit from Mugi going in. Trying to iron up Rochelle. Sizing both Rochelle and Coach up. Or Nick, rather. Hunter landing in the back. I think that's going to be another corner.
Oh.
That's not going to be a down, I think. Not yet. Nope, he doesn't have pills. There's not a down!
Nothing. Nothing. And this is typically this would be a great moment for Rapstars, right? Like, they got out of the tank without any in caps, but Paul did pop the pills and took a smack after that, so the DB does get chunked down a little bit. But more importantly, oh my god, as the charge comes out in the spit, no, the spit misses, so Rapstars does get bailed out a little bit. But the thing is, they've essentially lost this chapter. Even if they preserve all of this bonus, they're only going up by, about 20-30 points. And as they pop the pills, it's going to be by 4 points at this point. So this is going to be Midnight continuing to preserve that very healthy lead as we go into Chapter 4.
While we can guarantee the loss, the loss of a lead, we cannot ignore the gain of momentum from this past tank fight. Hunter tries to go in, lands. I'm not sure if that was a DB, but double boom goes out. I think they could just run to safe from now.
Yeah.
Before Charger comes in,
Ooh.
gets the hit onto Paulo before I think that's safe room.
I think so.
That is safe room.
We got 2 seconds left on Lopez. See what he's going to spawn in. Spitter, maybe a cheeky little spit for some damage. They close the door. Nope. Nope. They will. Oh, wow, they do. The coach got the door closed on them. They lose a little bit more. Dip under 500 bonus as they walk into the safe room. And that will be that. Still going to be Midnight in the lead by about, I don't know, 750, I do believe. So we'll go ahead and watch back this tank. I love this DP attempt by Dakota. Ultimately, did not work out. Mugi, the tank, not able to find a whole lot of value off of this.
About a 750 point difference going into this chapter. Here's my question. Is finale going to be played?
That is a good question. I mean, a lot of it's going to come down to this tank, and I've got some, or this chapter, obviously, but also the tank. But I've got some very unfortunate news, which is that Chapter 4's tank is going to be at 81%. So, I mean, we really would much prefer to see the early tank. Very much more chaos, first of all, which it benefits Rapstars. And also minimizing the distance if they do get the wipe. So there's two big reasons why Rapstars would have really preferred an early tank. With this tank being so far at 81%, we're actually going to see a mirroring of Chapter 1's tank, where they're most likely going to go to the house on stilts.
Here's my view of that. I think an unorthodox tank spawn would definitely be a very much momentum shift.
Okay.
But with the first attack going down and not a lot of damage going out, we're gonna be, it leaves a lot to be desired for here.
Yeah, and typically this would be an unorthodox tank, but the issue with Hard Rain is, I mean, they already played this exact tank on Chapter 1. So that does kind of lose a little bit of that unorthodox element. As we see the Hunter, Jockey, Charger, Spitter get ready to go, ready to rip on this Midnight squad. Jockey hopping in from behind, Hunter forward, as well as the charge, trying to get him off the rooftop. Not going to work. Not going to be able to get any pairing with that spit either. Damage very minimal, averaging about 1.5% per hit. Not where you want to be if you are Midnight, or rather if you're Rapstars.
2 hits in and they're about over halfway towards the safe room. Nah, Midnight got somewhere to be. They got some things to do, some places to go. Boomer missing completely as tank goes up in the hands of Stinger. Final tank for Team Rapstars. And a lot of bonus Midnight has to work with. If Midnight clears this tank, that is game over.
Okay, so Midnight, someone on the team's got a hot date right after this match. Got to finish it up as fast as possible. Will they be wiped here? Will they be able to make it to the safe room? Honestly, it's looking like it's not going to be a wipe. If I were to make a prediction, this exact spot worked out very well for Midnight on their Survivor side. Chapter 1. Smoker Hunter.
Leave the car behind. Leave the car behind your second pass. Leave the car behind your second pass.
He wants it.
This is AI.
He wants both of them. 20%, 10%. Okay.
No, you're saying he has no choice but to stay in.
And
SI support is not in yet. They need to help him now. He gets the corner. Now they spawn. Ooh, this is actually looking pretty good. Never mind. It was about to be a tri-cap in that spot. That's going to be... He's missing... He's whipping punches. That is going to be a dead tank. That is not... I think it was too little too late for the SI support with the tank being at about under half by the time he got the corner onto LPs.
Also, it was an instant clear on that Hunter. And the charge also hit his target out of the corner at the same time, which allowed that player to help out with the clears. Simple as that. Spitter, Hunter, Charger.
I don't think there was a charge.
Reloading.
It was a Jockey, Hunter, and Smoker. There's a charge now. Charger goes in the clear. Less than a second clear coming out from Vorkis as they go into the safe room with a 600 bonus. Yup. I think that this is game.
And Paul Loco says GG in the chat to that. As we see the tank rolling it in. I might have said Charger, I meant Hunter. It was a very quick clear on the Hunter. And we are going to see that right back now. Tank almost going AI to start it off. We can see he's 3,500, 2,300. Still no engagement. He's in the corner. In goes the Hunter. Instant clear onto Mugi. Just going to have the rock. But everything else gets cleaned up. In the meantime, that target being knocked out of the corner. Ready to help out with clears as well.
Boy, GG no micro. We're still gonna be playing this out. I will say, a new person we're waiting for is Vorkis before mayhem ensues.
That's
will
right.
we see a speedrun first hit for Team Midnight, or will we see Rapstars try and get the win, try to pull it together?
Jockey, Charger, Smoker, Boom out of the safe room. Smoker off to the side. Everything else right from above. Nice double boom. Jockey in the safe room. Charge. 1, 2. Somehow. And the quad boom, actually. Oh my god. The CI is coming in over 10% on the first hit. What a smackdown.
Regardless what happens in this chapter, we do want to see Rapstars go out with a bang. We got to say well played, very well played from Team Midnight, as it's not enough for Rapstars, the distance and bonus now. It wasn't before, but now it's a guarantee.
Jockey trying to keep him in? No. But regardless, this has been such a good showing from Midnight as a team. I just feel like it's been really strong team play, lots of damage on their SI sides, and especially that chapter 1, the pressure from that just carrying them through. It was smooth sailing, but we got to think back to chapter 3. It was like they took no damage on that chapter. It's just really solid from them. You see the smoke come out with the double boom. It's the charge. 1.
Oh no!
2.
They left Sism.
Oh man!
Here we go. Final tank of the game in the hands of Lippus. I think that's what their name is pronounced. Forgive me if I butcher it.
I assumed Lopez, but I really have no idea.
Fitting. Very. I think they're going for both cars.
I respect it. I mean, these cars oftentimes don't see a lot of play, but it's about sending them a message. It's about letting them know that they're not going to be able to leave there. But look at the aggression out of Rapstars, guys.
Oh boy, they wanna leave a mark. They want to say like, oh nope, you're not getting the best of us that easily. Oh, you got the first car out of corner. I think that it's technically still in play, but closing the distance is definitely going to be a challenge. I didn't even know that one was hittable. Triple boom going out. That's one car. That's another. Oh nope, not yet.
Oh,
that's another. I think Paulo's dead. Ooh, that was close. If that pole wasn't there, that would have been the wipe. Paulo left the game. Paulo didn't care.
Bro, he is out. Yeah, there's not much to say about it. It was a very it was very unorthodox take from Rapstars for sure. To not go in the house on stilts, you can see why the house on stilts is so important. Otherwise, you're just dodging car after car as another car takes out another survivor, and we just got Fernand's left in here. He's gonna get taken out by a car as well.